So I've been hunting in this iron area pretty hard, and it's a lot of iron. I just popped out this little piece of brass. I'm not really sure what that is. It's got some file marks on it. So, oh, that's interesting. Happy to have that. Nice. I thought this is a funky signal, but it's actually not. That's actually some weird hammer. Check that out. That's pretty neat. I'm actually excited to have that. That's pretty wild. I wonder what they use that for. To run that electrolysis. Alright, I got a little piece of brass here. It was literally laying right on top of the ground. And that is that a shotgun cap? I don't know. It could be. Very well could be. Yep. That's absurd.
Silver dime?
What's your dime there?
1894.
1894. Indian. Some odds and ends.
A piece of gold. Shield nickel.
Gold plate. Yeah. Pretty heavy gold plate.
Yeah.
Oh, man, shield nickels are so weird.
You got a shield nickel?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
All in the back of
that
that field right there.
79 on the dais. And I see something, it's got a little shape to it right there. And that looks like 4-hole button, maybe? Oh, nice. Nice 4-hole button. So maybe Civil War period, 1860s. Maybe it has something written on it. That's a good one. Alright, so we were over in this side of the field working, and Jacob said, I got a signal, I'm going to check right here. And Darren came over and checked it, and I came over and checked it. And then we determined that Jacob had found, or what we believe is the corner of the foundation that this house in this field sat. These large rocks right here are laid in a certain way. They're not just haphazardly placed in there. And then what you have in here is you have some roof. That's a corner of a roof right there. Now, unfortunately, and what we do know is that, there you go, that's a big piece of mortar. What we do know is that this house is occupied at least into the early 1900s because of the other finds people have found in here. Some Indian heads, some barber dimes, especially those were found out over there. Wow, there's not a lot of people left in the field.
Because we're supposed to be off.
Oh, are we supposed to be off right now?
It's that time, I think.
So, I think we're going to cover this up.
Yeah, probably.
Is that what you think, Jacob?
I think it's time to cover it.
All right, we're going to cover it up. But Jacob found a pit. Oh, he found a foundation, so that's just as cool. Here has a bright, shiny pinpointer. Bro, thank you.
You were meant to meet the silver hunters.
Yeah, that's,
You were meant to meet us.
that's right.
Doomed.
Oh, man.
I was going for lunch. I was talking to him, and he was like, "All right." He turned around and walked away, and I almost broke my ankle on it.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. Thank you, man.
Now I do.
45. Here you go.
Colorado now. I don't know. Colonial or Revolutionary.
Let's see it.
All right, man.
Oh, y'all were
Right
talking about this other.
Boom! Oh my
Very
gosh.
nice. Congratulations.
Thank you, man.
Fantastic.
And not only,
It's really good condition.
it's
Yeah.
gorgeous, dude.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's probably a reproduction. I'd throw that thing in the ground.
That's what I thought.
Right here, man.
That's what Kurt said. Kurt with the Hoover Boys, like, it's probably a Bazinga.
What is up? Pound the Ground day 2. The field back here behind me is pretty much empty. Sorry if there's a bunch of wind noise. Everyone is in this field over here doing the seated hunt, and we're gonna walk over there for a second. I personally am a little under the weather. I drank way too many beers last night, and that was fairly ridiculous. So I'm gonna go back in this field and pound this house site until I find something. So let's see what happens. Roderick found this yesterday. What is this?
That's a condor token. It says John Wilkinson Iron Master.
Okay.
And that's from, I think, 1787 to 1793.
Oh wow.
And I don't know too much about it, but from what I understand, there was like a shortage of currency in England, so people were just making tokens. I think it was like, I don't know if it was privately made or if this was like an official issue.
What's the other side look like?
The other side's,
Oh yes.
like, it needs to be cleaned up. I don't know, but it has a bunch of different reverses to it.
That's cool, man.
I'm really happy with it.
Yeah, I'd be stoked about that. Oh my gosh, super windy. I've been working this area for a while, and it's just packed full of iron, so we're gonna see what we got here. And that is a large dandy button. Looks like. Yep. I don't think it has anything on it. There we go. Not too bad. Alright, so I got a pretty strange tone in here, kind of working in this hole, but look at this. That is a butchered piece of bone. I'm not sure what kind of bone, but it's definitely got a, looks like a saw mark right there. Somebody was eating, so that's neat. That's the side.
No, that was a seeded.
Seeded.
These are what I found here so far. I don't know what that is. That's a piece of
Let's see
copper.
that thing.
A
Melted
little,
copper, yeah.
that.
Yeah, not bad.
So that's what I found
Yeah,
so
but-
far.
No, yeah.
On that nice
I
spot.
don't think I see anything on it, Matt, but
I don't know. It's hard to tell. Well, that's all right.
So-
I'm Matt.
oh, dude, I just wait.
It's all right. I'm not worried about
Chris.
it. Chris found his oldest silver. And what is that thing called?
It is a Canadian fish scale. It's a 5-cent sterling silver coin. That one's dated 1888.
Yeah, and that's his oldest silver, right?
Yep. If it was American, it'd be seated.
Yep, it would be. So, but that's neat, man.
Absolutely.
That's real neat. Congratulations on
Thanks.
that.
Absolutely.
John found a Canadian bank token. What does it say on the back? Ooh, I don't know. Half. I don't know.
Can you read it with the camera?
I don't know. It's probably French or something weird. But that's neat, man. That's cool. Sound good? All right, so they're tearing the tents down in the back. It's kind of raining a little bit. It's really overcast, really windy. I'm kind of thinking about heading back to the truck and see if I can see Ken and all those folks before I leave. But before I do that, I had a signal right here, and it was a high tone, and it was in someone else's dig hole, and I was like, what is that? Why is that sound so good? Well, here's why. Is this signal right here is on this root, and it actually looks like maybe it's a washer or something, but they couldn't find it because this plant had grown through it, and it had, I guess it had moved around a bunch on it. Is it too bright out here? So we made it back from pounding the ground. We had an absolutely fantastic time. What I wanted to do is take a few seconds to first say thanks to the organizers who put this hunt together. It was a lot of fun and we really enjoyed it. Second, to my beautiful wife who took care of my beautiful baby. Third, to all of you who stopped by, said hello, and generally made this a great time. I'm sorry I didn't get to spend as much time hanging out with everybody as I wanted to, but the time we spent together was great, and I can't wait to do it again. A few things I would do different next year, like hang out with more people, but we're gonna get all of that stuff straight when we go next year. So from Matt and Adeline, who's occupied by something else, we hope you enjoy this episode, And we'll see you next time on Gone Diggin'. Say bye.